So I appreciate you clicking on this video. I think this is going to be a really cool video that you're going to want to watch all the way through. One thing you may not know about me is I don't like having the same bow or truck or whatever that everyone else has. I like my stuff to be different. I like for it to stick out, stand out. Call me a diva, whatever you want to call it, but as much as I love the Mach 33, I'm not crazy about the first run that came out. All of them were olive limbs and this tan, khaki, sand colored riser. So there's a million people, it seems like, probably not, but there's a bunch of people that have this exact bow. It looks the exact same as this. That I don't like. I want mine to be unique. I think I'm a believer in the look good, play good philosophy, and so we are going to transform this Mach 33 today into a one-of-a-kind bow, if you want to call it that, that's different and unique from the others. And we're going to do some upgrades in the process as well. So you want to stick around and you want to see how this goes, see what the end product is, and see how it shoots. We're going to be taking this to Shot 3D, Total Archery Challenge, and then hunting it into the fall. So it's a great bow, love the bow. I wish I, could have customized it and got it at the same time, right when it dropped. But we're fixing to customize it today. So you want to make sure and stick around and watch. All right, so first thing we're going to do, the strings that came on this PSE, not crazy about them. I mean, and they're fine. There's not necessarily anything wrong with them, but I do think a string that's not just built like for the masses at the same, all at the same time, I think we can get a better speed. I think we can get better results. I think we can get a more durable string from someone who actually takes the time to hand build it and not just let's get them out the door as fast as we can. So that's most bows. Most people will tell you, you get a bow, first thing you need to do is put a string on it. And there's a lot of good companies out there. I'm using Palmetto Precision. If I'm saying that right, it might be Palmetto Precision. Palmetto Precision strings. The thing I love about this company and this guy is the communication was great. It was, here's a picture of thread, here's a picture of some serving. What do you think about this color? What do you think about that color combo? And so it wasn't just going on a website and seeing a picture and going, I think I like that, and then hoping that it shows up and it's the exact same color that you were seeing on the website. So that was what was cool about this. I was able to get as precise as I wanted about all my color combos, my serving size. I was able to get all that stuff dialed in perfect. That's important to me because I want to shoot really good. I don't want to lose any performance and I want it to look good, like I said earlier. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to replace these strings. We'll keep these strings if we have a problem. If we get a cut or something down the road, we'll have some strings to swap on. So we're not going to throw these away. They have been shot 500 times, maybe 1,000. So we're probably getting due for some new strings, and these Palmetto ones are sweet. So let's get these off and onto some new ones. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is get some speed test on this. This should be 70-pound limbs. I don't think it's quite hitting 70 pounds with the stock limbs. These are RIP XV arrows, so they're very light. They're Total Archery Challenge arrows. They're Shot 3D arrows, stuff like that. So probably gonna get a little inflated speeds. They're like 330 grains, so should be pretty fast, and we'll compare these to the string swap. .316, 316, 317. So 316 twice, 317 once, so call it 316. That's with the stock strings and the bolts maxed out. And I'm not a professional at any of this. I'm just a tinkerer. But one thing that I do know is I'm going to measure from the middle of my peep to probably the top of my D-loop. And so when I put these new strings on, I'm going to make sure that distance is the same. I don't want to have to tweak that. And I want to make sure this will be pretty close because I'm going to have it level before I tie that D-loop in. So I'm going to try to. But definitely want to make sure that this peep, I guess I could turn this on, is the same distance. So hopefully I'm not doing just a ton of restarting over and I can get back in this pretty quick. Palmetto Precision, fixing to put these strings on. Check out their socials, I'll link them below. Been a really cool dude to work with, and these strings look phenomenal. Strings and cables look phenomenal. The prices are as good as anyone else out there, so you're getting good quality, personalized, customized, and you're not having to not having to go through some website. You're dealing with a person, which I love. So, love these colors. I think they match this bow perfectly. Just a touch of green in there for the limbs. Heavy on that tan brown, which matches perfectly. See if we can get this bent down here. I mean, look how good that matches. Just awesome. And just that little bit of lighter to go with it, kind of to accent it. Love it. Easy enough. If I can get the camera to focus in. Just gonna come off this cam, pop that off there. All right, so now we'll go down and lay the bottom one in. That's what I was afraid I was gonna do. String all good. Peeking out, tricky. Got the weight in string. So kind of things. Set it nice and smooth. That color combo looks sick. Matches perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. Man, everything looks great. We're gonna get the D-loop tied in, the arrow rest, everything checked. Then we'll get our speed checks with everything. And everything looks great. Everything's fantastic. So let's get that arrow, that D-loop tied in and see where we're at. All right, brand new Palmetto Precision strings on, looking fantastic. We're gonna shoot through paper. Everything's pretty level. We might be a touch tip high, timing, all that stuff. We're just real close on everything. Gonna shoot through paper, see how everything looks, and then we will adjust what needs to be adjusted. So we're coming hard tail right. Yep. Just had a quick pop over on these the shim system. Let's see if that gives us a little better tear. We're getting there. All right, so finally we are shooting a bullet hole. Took a little longer than I expected. A couple things. If this screw is tight on your ultra rest, you can't adjust your up down very well, so you have to loosen that. That was part of my problem. I couldn't make it go up and down as much. I don't know what was going on. Finally, I loosened that and I was able to move it more, and so we finally got the bullet hole. We were able to get in the adjustment that I wanted. I'm pretty tight to the riser. Don't know that I love that because I do see a little bit of cable in my sight picture. That could change when we go shoot, and if I have to move my sight out, if I'm hitting way left, I might have to move my sight out. So that could change, but that's the only thing right now that I'm not crazy about is my sight pictures, including my cables, and that's just a bow problem or a tune problem. I need to move shim my cams away from the riser a little bit. But right now, we're shooting bullet holes, and I'm not touching anything. We're gonna see what my speed looks like. Timing's good, bullet hole's good. Draw weight is 70.8 pounds, so we gained a pound switching to these Palmetto strings, Palmetto Precision strings. So let's go see what our speed looks like. All right, we were, I think, 314 last time. Tight on my knock fit. 316. 318. 317. 318. Kind of hit in there weird. So we're getting 318. Looks like we gained 2 feet per second, which is great. I need to know that information to build my sight tape. 318. Performance-wise, we're pretty much all set with this bow. Let's go to. All right. So like I said earlier, I love the bow. I don't like that this color combo bow is basically the same that everyone got. So we're going to customize this. We're going to make this a little unique, and we are using one stringer arrow wraps, even though these aren't arrow wraps, but we're using the company one stringer to customize these, and I absolutely love these. These are the Limsations. So what these are is, this is Natural Gear Camo. This is an Arkansas company. Very cool camo pattern. It blends in really well in the bottoms for deer and duck hunting. So I love this camo pattern, and I think it'll go well with this tan riser, or this, whatever you want to call that, whiskey riser. I think it's going to go well with that. And you still have the green that isn't too much different from this. So even though you have the green on the backside, it's not going to just be totally crazy. It's going to blend well with it. So Nat Gear Limsations is what those are called. And then the rebadging of the Mach 33. The Mach 33 DS tag that goes on your riser, rebadging that. So we're going to add a little unique camo to this, and you could do anything. One stringer, the website, I'll link it below. Definitely check them out. You can add, she'll make anything that you can dream up, and she's got an eye for it. She does a great job with it. Definitely check them out. Let's get this stuff put on here. I'm excited to see how this is going to look. All right, so the first part of this we're going to do is the badge here. They sent me 3, so this should be the easier part of this. So hopefully we don't have any issues, but it is nice to know we've got 3 if we have to make some adjustments. It's pretty awesome, I think. I think that turned out good, and you can tell that I think that color combo goes great with this riser, so really happy with that. Let's get these limbs on, get them set. So, got 4 of them. They're all the same. Obviously, the PSE logo needs to be towards the riser. So, let's see here if we can do this without messing anything up. I'm going to try to get this tucked up in underneath the limb as best I can. We're not going to just super attach anything, so we absolutely have to. Perfect fit, by the way. I mean, that is exactly spot on. Very simple. Just kind of working our way. I think that's about perfect. I mean, you can kind of see the difference in the two. I think that looks great. I think that's everything I thought it would be. Love it. I put a little crease at the end where it wraps over the limb. Just a little crease to help it stay rolled up. Alright, all the limbs have been customized to be a 1 of 1. The badging has been customized to be 1 of 1. And I think the color combo is awesome. The whiskey, tan, sand, whatever you want to call it, clay with the Nat Gear limbs and Nat Gear badging looks great. I'm tempted to get a Nat Gear wrap for this as well. For now, I'm going to leave it like it is. I don't want to go over the top, but I've been impressed with how it's all turned out. I'm ready to go out and shoot it. Let's all right, so we're finally gonna get to shoot. We're gonna try to get our 20 mark set. Back to 20. Alright, so I'm going to go get a sight tape. We're going to get this thing dialed in. That'll probably be the next video, so make sure you subscribe, you stick around, you're watching. I enjoy tinkering with stuff like this. I enjoy making things that maybe other people aren't, just for, you know, to see what it looks like. So a bow like this, you know, it's the only one you're probably going to see that's just like this. So check out One Stringer if you hadn't already. check out Palmetto strings. They're awesome, man. It's gained me some speed. They look fantastic, shooting great, shooting bullet holes. The color match is beautiful. The customer service was fantastic on both companies, on One Stringer and on Palmetto. It was great communication and a lot of just, hey, do you like this color? Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And you're truly getting to pick everything, customize it, and not just getting whatever some big company throws your way. So that was awesome, and couldn't be happier with how all this stuff has turned out. So I'm ready to get this thing dropping some bombs at 100, 120, 110, and hitting Total Archery Challenge and Shot 3D. So stick around, because that's the next thing. We're fixing to get this thing ready for Shot 3D and Total Archery Challenge. That's going to be fun. Looking forward to it. Stick around.